Peace, 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 Shanti, Hatep. What's been going on in the allotment? August 5th, 2023. Come on.
Time to take flight, son. I'm blowing fire out your mind, third eye, son. We are what they fear, son. Intellect in motion. And I pick the closed mind, I am open.
Yeah, here we go. So give thanks. It's all going on out here. I decided to start with plot 2 for this reveal because I hardly talk about this one, and we only got this a year and a half ago. So it was bare a year and a half ago. When I mean bare, none of this stuff was there, none of the structures. It was all built by hand. You know, Emily helped as well, so give thanks. You know, but let's just see. So we start right here. So we do a combination of different things, various practices. I'm not even going to get into all that because it's going to rain at any minute. The fruits that I haven't picked yet have been growing, they've been swelling. So let me just go ahead and show y'all so I could pick these fruits before they get any bigger. But in this bed right here, it's one of the main pollinating beds, attracts tons of bees. Let me pull the camera back even more so you get a wider view of it. But various things going in here. See some zucchini, courgettes, French stuff. A majority of the flowers here are French varieties. I can't even begin to pronounce the stuff. Maybe I'll put it in the captions, you know, but yeah, my French pronunciation is not good. But I think I got this one right. It's a lot of Gokiklu. I have loads of those, various colors, from pink, reds, even purples coming through. And they're so soft. It's almost like silk or toilet paper or something. But look at that, little seeds in there. Tomatoes all over the place. You're gonna see tomatoes just popping up tons of places. This is so much fruits just on this one plant alone. This is about like 20 to 30 tomatoes, you know, and these aren't the small plum tomatoes. But look at the potato tower. It's not even a potato tower anymore. It's like some type of tree structure, you know. You come in, look at that. You can see some of the purple haricot beans coming through there, potatoes coming through the plants, and what I got in the top. So I got loads of beans. It wasn't just potatoes that was put in here. It was potatoes at first, and then it started filling parts with more soil and compost and manure, then more straw, and just interplanting loads of beans and flowers in here. So it definitely is a spectacle. Love how it looks. And then in the center, you can see, I did put some type of squash or pumpkin in there, not even sure. When you plant so many things, it's like, unless I label them, I don't know. It becomes a surprise. Because at first I start like real organized with, let's plant this here, let's plant that there. Then after probably about a month and a half of planting anywhere from 200 to 300 different seeds and plants around, you just go into your own zone and just let your creativity take control. So, but yeah, I love this one. Just sitting right here and looking at this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And just to think, like 2 months ago, none of this stuff was here. Everything is running. Look how this, I don't know what that is. That could be Japanese pumpkin coming through. But yeah, I'm real happy with this bed. As you could tell, I'm focused right here. These sunflowers are just great. If you look at just look at that pattern. We were talking about it the other day. They were like, yo, it looks so beautiful. It looks fake. Does that even make sense? Do you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that. But I understand what I mean when I'm saying that. See, these are how the kokiklu look. My cousin said in Montserrat we call it French poppy. But they're like nothing else. And yeah, these ones open up to that kind of silk petals that I was telling you about. You see right in here. Look at that. The bees. See the bees going wild? Look at the bees going wild. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. This is what it is. They're going crazy with this. They loving it in here. And this is exactly what you want to see. So let me come back to the front of the plot so I can show you from there. All right. So this structure right here, the trellis for the beans, they're finally taking off. They're finally taking off. But yeah, I just wanted to see something different. So, you know, it's not just about growing, but it's creation, it's building, it's creating spaces that you want to be in. You know what I mean? Not just about the food. But you can see, yeah, finally. It took a while to come. It took a while to come. I think because of how I did it. So we started them off in styrofoam cups, these beans, because they were in the greenhouse. And I thought, okay, let me just bring them out here, keep them in the styrofoam cups, just cut off the bottom and put it directly into the ground. Thought that would be a better idea to protect it. But nah, I'm not gonna do that next year. I'm gonna open up the space more. And just put the bean directly in there. But even though they were slow starting, they're going. You know, trellising all the way up and going across. In this area right here, everything is covered up. But then what I decided to do was just open up some holes into the plastic and plant directly into it. So what I got here is a lot of corn and squash that's growing through. You know, when I put it in here at the early stages, the birds and everything just ripped it apart, took the plants, the squirrels took the plants as well. So that's why we put this covering on. So as you can see, yes, the plants are big now, so I will probably take it off in the next 2-3 days. But that blue mesh really served a great protection. So give thanks. Oh yeah, and over here, if you can see this, I'm most proud of this right here. This is my baby right here. You see this wall of blackberries. Check it. Everywhere there is fruits. This is way overhead. I haven't stretched my arm up real high just for this. But have you ever seen this many blackberries? Have you ever seen this many blackberries? Just going through this wall. Oh man, it's just a beautiful canvas. Natural canvas, natural edible canvas. You know, wish y'all could taste these things. Like, man. Yeah. You know, for the last year and a half, really been looking after this. You know, putting more soil amendments, more manure and different things into the ground, compost, you know, looking after them as well, building the trellis higher. When we got the plot, the trellis was not like this. It was hardly anything there, and it was really short. So over the time, I built it up, and you do need to look after these. You know, tying them up, pruning them, cutting off what needs to be cut off, let certain things grow back. You know, it really does take time, you know, but it's all worth it, because I come out here and I'm telling you, no lie, I eat anywhere from 30 to 40 blackberries every other morning. You know, I was surprised. I was trying to finish all the blackberries and just see what happens. But I guess the more you pick, the more they grow. So look at that. This is easily a 30-foot stretch of blackberries. You know, going up probably about that high one right there is easily about, I say about 15 to 20 feet high. So not just that side, but this side as well. So it's like the abundance. Let me take you through this side so you can see I'm not playing. You see? All is still going on. Got tons of black ones, but you still have tons of red ones that will be ripening. All the way through. See, I'm very proud of this. Yeah, excuse the airplane passing overhead. I'm not going to edit that out, and I'm not stopping the video. And then what they have over here, have potatoes. These are regular compost bags. Just turn them inside out and plant potatoes into that. And then aside from planting potatoes that are ready to go, they're ready to go. We're just storing them in the bag until we're ready to actually use them, eat them. I planted runner beans right on top of the potatoes. So yeah, 2 for 1. Look at that. These are ready. These are ready. These are going to be hard in there. Let's see. Nah, I'm not even going to open it. But look at that. So yeah, 2 for 1. Knowing with the potatoes occupy the space in the bottom. So I thought to myself, I could definitely grow something on the top. So the beans are helping out the potatoes as well, depositing nitrogen into the soil. But I'm always just thinking about how can I maximize on the space? So a combination of vertical growing, interplanting things, companion plants, and just seeing where you could grow more, where something is already growing, just like this. See, this is the hugel bed. Hugel bed going off, I love it. Compared to last year it was tons of squash, tons of Japanese pumpkin. It was just all over. And to the point where, if you're familiar with growing pumpkin, growing squash, you know, it just covers everything, you know, big leaves. You know, similar to this right here. You know, it's not a Japanese pumpkin. But it was just too much. So I didn't want that this time. I wanted to have a variety of things. So instead of just coming and planting one thing one time and just moving on, I really took my time planting things here little by little. You can see like the lettuce is in seeding. I used to get rid of things quick when they went into seeding, but now I don't, because they're beautiful as well. Like look at that. You know, it's a beautiful structure. You know, it's nature, so give thanks. So in these seeds are gonna come out, and then I'll be able to store those next year so I don't have to buy as many seeds. But come on, you're telling me that's not beautiful. Look at that right there. Yeah, it's lettuce going into seeding. It is starting to rain now. Starting to drizzle a little bit, so let me hurry up. But yeah, doing these videos, like just being out here is not something that I want to rush through. It's a real meditative place to be. I wonder if I'm communicating that properly or you're feeling that across the camera, you know? So this is not something that I just, drop the seed and let me just go or disappear. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, no, I love being here. This is a scarab bed. I call it scarab bed because it looked like a scarab at first, but the design is elevated, right? But I got my corn and cucumbers in here. So they're loving it. They're loving it in here. Over here, right under the blackberries. All these beds that I'm showing you are brand new beds that were built. So they're going to improve over the years, but have some type of squash growing here. Not even sure. But it's running. Squash and melons. The melon hasn't come up yet. It's just been having like some interesting weather that we're not really used to. I wouldn't say that it's unusual, but it's different. It hasn't been hot like it normally would be in summertime over here in UK and London. But once again, I don't think it really matters, you know. Yeah, we want the perfect weather for our plants to grow and everything, but still at the same time, when I think about it, I'm like, you know, we think that this temperature and climate and everything is just like a switch or something. We have to remember that we're living on a planet that's in space already, and the sun that is millions of miles away has a heavy factor on whether we live or die. You know, if the sun was probably a few inches further away from us, we would freeze to death. And if the sun was a couple inches closer, we would probably die from heat and be scorched. So to think that we should have the same ideals, 70 degrees here or 80 degrees here or summer hot here, you know, all the time, it's not real. It's not real. So I say, don't wait for any type of perfect weather, because there is none. Just grow. Just grow and make whatever adjustments that you need to as you're going on. Everything's gonna look different from one day to another. You know what I mean? Just make your adjustments and keep it moving. If something grows, something grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Try again. Do something else. I never let myself get beat up for things not growing or me not being satisfied with the weather, you know. But this is my children's bed right here, and they're just in abundance of stuff. My daughter got the first ripe tomatoes on both plots. Well, another few more days and we could pick those. But yeah, they looked after this bed, planted everything in it. She got butternut squash, tons of sunflowers. Got cucumbers in here, right back here. She's already picked cucumbers from it, but she has definitely more. See these going on back here as well. All up in here, some bigger ones in the back. Yeah, real proud of them. They've been looking after it. He got some lemon balm in there also. This is my son's side here. And look at the size of the tomatoes that he's been growing. Huge. Huge. So yeah, this part right here, this section here, I was just built probably about 3 months ago. I just had the vision that I was like, okay, I'm gonna build this right here, create this. It's gonna look lovely, just having the bed extend and then curl in and just having some green and growing through. So it's like, I visualize all these things before it happens. That's where everything starts. Everything starts in the mind. So I sit here and visualize these things. I'm like, man, okay, what am I gonna do? Because it's magic. I'm pulling things from the realm of thought into existence. That's manifestation. So it's beautiful. It's great to know that whatever I think in my head, I could go out there and create. So this was a creation that started in my head. And to see it here, it's beautiful. From the Portuguese kale. What's this right here? Some Denise, squash is growing. Check it out. Again, look at that. Look at that. So yes, that is bigger than I would like it to be. So I will be picking that in the next few days. But once again, we eat from here. We eat from here every day, every day. So it's not just about a one-time thing, looking after this stuff all the time. Look at this. And that's not the first one that was picked. It's probably like gonna be number 4 or 5. Look at these over here. Look at this over here. Look at the size of that. It's Black Beauty. What's the name of it? Name of that courgette. Got another one over here. I think that's that Denise one. Yo, this ring bed, really love this ring bed because see this bed right here, built this one up over time and started doing like a nice bushcraft type bed. You know, you see that I'm digging the sticks on the inside and kind of weaving it through. And then once I put the soil in there, I started to realize that some of these sticks and pieces of wood that I thought were dead started to grow. So it's like the whole bed is alive, not just what I planted in it, but around it. Couldn't ask for anything better. See, all these are growing out from the actual sticks that I put in here in the bed. So it's all around. I have tons of sunflowers coming up. I put like about six to 8 sunflowers right there because I wanted to create a natural, just a natural privacy break right here, you know. But yeah, more squash is going in there. I let this tomato plant run wild, and it is huge. I like to experiment a lot. You know, I have fun in here. I don't do just one thing. I just have fun. So with this one, I just wanted to see how big a plant could grow. And it is huge. And yes, there are fruits all over. This is a tomato grafted cocktail crush. So what is it grafted with? I don't know what it's grafted with, but what I'm saying about things being grafted, it's basically they put 2 plants together, 2 plants, put in the strongest, utilizing the strongest genes of each plant and splicing it together to make one exceptional plant. And it is exceptional. This was a section here that was recently added on. So this part right here was built originally for the corn, because realize that the corn we had last year, a lot of it was eaten up by squirrels, you know. See one of these fuckers here. Sorry. But yeah, they were eaten up by squirrels. But tried to put the corn in here, did put corn in here, and it wasn't doing good. There's not enough sun. You see, we got that tree right there, big tree. Wasn't getting enough sun in here. So instead of forcing it, I decided, okay, well, let's not put the corn in here and let's put cucumbers. So taking a while for the cucumbers to get established, but they're finally going and have it all nicely organized. I'm happy with it. They're growing up strings. Tons of flowers in here. See this one, so I normally just come back again. I can't do it with one hand, and I don't like to mess up things. But yeah, you see I would just basically wrap it around the string. I got the tendrils reaching out, but I will unwrap that tendril and wrap the whole plant around the string for better support. So yeah, that's all that's in here. Those are some potatoes in the back. I see some slugs. I have to constantly come in here and pick slugs off. That's my best way of pest removal. See another one in here, thinks I don't see it. See right in there. This is an easy way for you to mess up your plants. Not paying attention to the slugs or whatever critters in your area that like to consume what it is that you're growing. Yeah, I love nature, I give thanks for nature, but at the same time, I'm not growing food for slugs, damn it. You know, so I gotta stay on top of it. But yeah, tons of plants in here. I never even counted how much cucumber plants I have in each section. Let me see, I got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. So you got about 24 cucumber plants. Each have their own dedicated strings to run up. And this is their space. So yeah, it's enclosed in mesh, this enviromesh. I do leave it open here and there, let the pollinators come in. But then I do close it up at night. What else? Yeah, the recent addition of solar power has been great. So yeah, we got 4 panels up there, 4 panels, pulling 120 in each. So that's 480 altogether. So have been completely off grid, utilizing the solar energy for the last 3-4 months. Last 3 months, actually. So that's a beautiful thing. Allows me to be more comfortable while I'm out here, you know? And like, wow, like solar. Let's just talk about solar for a little bit. You know, we got people all around the world, you know, that probably spending anywhere from 100 to 300 pounds a month on electricity, when you could invest that money to get yourself set up with solar. Imagine just investing $2,000, sometimes not even that amount, investing $1,500 into getting yourself a full solar panel kit. And then that's it. No other monthly bill that you have to pay. You have energy, electricity for the rest of your life. Because we have sun, you know, I know we don't have sun right now, this is London, but we have sun. So utilize the sun's energy. How much money would you be saving if you didn't have to pay your electric bill? Think about that. Think about that. How much money? So it's a no-brainer. This is not just a space to grow food, you know. We hang out over here. I do sessions over here. You know, we train over here. We just hang out. So a lot of times we don't even have to leave. It's just comfortable. It's just beautiful. We created a heaven on earth over here. And anyone that has been here will tell you that the energy is different, very different. So if you do want to save some extra money, aside from the greatness that you're doing for the environment and everything, dealing with sustainable energy, then yeah, let's start getting stuff solar. Rainwater system. I know it's not set up for rainwater collection, but we'll finish putting the tarp in here that will funnel the rain down. Right now it's filled up anyway. I just used the water from the well and I just pumped it into it. But it is filled. So yeah. So I'm still doing this video through the rain. As I'm going through the rain, I'm noticing all the slugs that are coming out. But look at all these beans. And these beans are growing out of plastic bottles, plastic water bottles. About to take you in there. But yeah, these are kidney beans right here. And they are about ready. So yes, who said you can't grow kidney beans in London? Nah, they're about ready. They're about ready. There's loads of beans on them. Yeah, this is a lengthy video. I'm not even gonna cut it. You get so used to cutting this and editing that. Just to show you what it is. You see, when I'm talking about spectacles, like I just walk in here and look at this lettuce, and the red lettuce and fruit and going into seeding. But look at it. Come on now. But let me back up again. So yeah, now I'm in a different space. Still on plot 2, but this is inside this mesh cage. So back up so you can see. You just saw that lightning, right? So yeah, got this mesh cage up. That's EnviroMesh that's covering it. And we close it up at the nighttime, but once again, leave it open for pollinators. So you see this wall, this whole wall is used to grow more stuff. Once again, utilizing all space possible for growing. So small containers, you know. I did get better and started using larger containers. But anyway, do you see what I see? Food, yes. So it's a success. From red lettuce to chard to beans, right? All the way through. Even have tomatoes here. That's another fascinating thing. Like, I'm about to show you. Let me slow down. But yes, the tomatoes, they are fruit and there are flowers on them. And even the beans are coming through. So yes, beans as well. I picked a lot of beans already from this. So what you see with nothing is because they've already been picked. But more are still coming back. Look at the lettuce. Come on now. Yeah, you don't need that much space to grow out of them. So just giving you ideas as to what you could do with yourself. You always don't need such a big space. But even if you have a small space, work with that. Learn how to work with that to the best of your ability until you have more. Or maybe you might not want more. Just work with what you have. Even here, even cabbage. Yep. That's out of a 5 liter right there, though. More chard. The rain's fully going in now. But it's also cool because in this mesh cage, like, it kind of holds off some of the rain, you know? So I don't rely on the rain to water in here because I know that the mesh doesn't allow some of the rain in. So I still do my best coming in here and watering it just like it's outside of the mesh cage. But yeah, some more squash. I keep saying squash, but it's like, it's a variety of different ones. We have like at least 10 to 15 different types of squash. Could be red cootie. Well, no, it's not red cootie this year. Didn't plant any of that. But could be Japanese pumpkin. It could be blue Hubbard. Even spaghetti squash popped up. You know, it could be regular pumpkin. You know, yeah. I don't know. Could be a range of stuff. You know, just I don't have enough labels to keep shoving in the ground. So that's what it is. But yep, love to come in here, grab the chard, the lettuce. I've never seen lettuce grow so high, but it started down here, kept on picking. Then I had to put it on bamboo sticks and just kept on picking lettuce. So there's nothing better than coming back here and just grabbing some stuff whenever you need and cook. The beets, it's my first time growing beets, but they all look nice. You can see down here. Yep. See tons of slugs I gotta get to. Oh, tons of slugs. Look at them. That's how they go. See, just attacking stuff. I'm gonna hurry up and wrap this up. Those are my onions right there. This whole section is side shoots. This was tomato side shoots that I just put right back into the ground and they started to grow. That's been the most fascinating thing for me. And all the side shoots have fruit on them. So creating a whole other plant from pieces that people normally just discard. So this whole section was created from side shoots. So that's what I tend to do now. When I come across side shoots on plants, on tomato plants, I'll just take them off and I'll replant them somewhere else. Create a whole new plant. This area is gonna get this area ready for more brassicas and some winter squash that we could retain as well for when we come out of this summer, going into winter. Whatever here. This is, what is it again? It's more Portuguese cabbage, tend to grow tall. Right back here is the strawberry patch. We already had strawberries from here. You have peas there that were already picked. Peas in that one. Look at this tomato plant growing up out of this one. More peas. Peas and beans tend to be at the back. Look at this one. I'm gonna have loads of tomatoes. Whether or not they're all gonna ripe, I don't know. So I'm trimming off the tops of the growing part of the tomato. If I could show you how. These ones are all the way to the roof already. All these tomato plants are all the way to the roof. Those are Scarlet Emperor runner beans behind it that are pushing the whole mesh cage. Let me try to wipe some of this off. But yeah, everything that's in here is growing. All this is more beans. All this Scarlet Emperor runner beans. And there's nothing but beans on it. Show you all in there, nothing but beans on it. And you have these French ones as well. All right, but the rain is coming in now. So yeah, I want to just really take some time and just have a slow video that I really get to just show you guys some things and talk at the same time. Sometimes I feel like we have a tendency to perform for the camera too much. And yeah, I wanted my plans to be the star the star of the video because they are. I just see, before I walk out, just this is my first time even just seeing how big these ones are. Like, yo, there's tons under there, like tons. This is great. This is great. While I finish off, yes, you know about my wellness. We have this nice gym setup on our allotment. Pull-up bars, gym rings, whole station, you know. Yeah, living out here. We're living it up out here, for real, for real. And when my children are here and training sessions, incorporate natural structures. This is the back area here, another hugel bed. And you can see how tall that Portuguese cabbage went. It's taller than me. Well, you see, these are more tomato transplants that are fruiting, growing and fruiting. All the tomatoes that you see in here is from transplants. It's not transplants, side shoots that are just stuck in. But yeah, so now you're at the back of the plot. So that's plot 2. Won't get a chance to go into plot 1, not in this video. But yeah, take a slow walk in the rain to the front. Nothing but food. This is really a food forest now, like, oh man. And even just from here, looking at all this stuff right here, like, come on. That's views. That's views. Yeah, y'all. Have a blissful day. Give thanks for life. Peace.